Hey guys, Omni here. Welcome back for episode 12 of season 3 of The Legend of Vox Machina. This is the season finale. As we head into the weekend before Halloween, I thought it'd be fun and festive to do a little dress up here today. So I thought we'd have a little fun with it this time around. So with that all said though, we are setting the stage as we speak for a final showdown with Raishan, who is now body hopped, transferred her soul, her essence into Thordak's corpse. And that image was wild. Thankfully, by this point, the team has kind of overcome their individual trials and tribulations and have all come back together. And we are here standing united to stand against this final dragon. And I can't wait to see how this goes. So with that all said, guys, let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote what movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things that we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. But with that all said and out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 12, Souls in Darkness. Here we go. Oh, whoa. God, that is wicked.
No help. You're all alone, Keyleth. But you are lucky, for you alone get to
Dude.
gaze upon my glorious new body. The perfect weapon to destroy every Ashari village one by one.
You will
Wow.
Such a spell might have destroyed my own
Gang?
soul. But I have become death, child.
I have become death, destroyer of Ashari. Yeah, we need some backup. We need the gang to get out of that rubble and get in here. Keyleth cannot do this by herself. Or maybe she can. What do I know? Well, who am I to doubt? She's also one who has yet to find her vestige. Who knows? What if it's just laying around in here? That'd be some damn good luck. But yeah, dude, that design of Thordak with those runes, the deformation, the degradation, the decay of that body with Raishan's light emanating from his body is so badass. The torn, shredded wings, everything about it though. But how lasting can that be? I don't know. I mean, who knows? It is a ritual using the remains of a dragon, and that kind of magic is usually quite powerful, so maybe it doesn't really matter in the end. In the end, though, Raishan's body was going to die. This is a good compromise, I would presume. Oh, just straight blue flame. Or is that gas? I can't quite tell. Is that gas or is that fire? Because Raishan's gas wasn't blue before.
Actually, I think that's Raishan. She must have switched bodies.
Yo, Captain Ginyu'd that bitch.
I don't gotta understand something to kill it.
Hell yeah, Grog. Oh. Wow.
No pain.
Oh, that's not good. Makes sense, though. Yeah, I'll be real. I don't know if that's fire or gas or both at the same time. Maybe just straight plasma. Hand!
on it. Go.
Oh, she's healing. Oh, what the fuck?
Bring it. I can handle fire.
Okay, it is fire then. Maybe? I guess so.
Burn different.
Burn different. What the fuck? Maybe it's a necrotic flame.
I'd have helped you acquire these vestiges if they were a threat to me. You're puppets. I pulled your strings and you danced.
Wow, fuck you. Wow. God, it's like Beat Saber up in here. Wait, what,
Keyleth,
Keyleth!
I've got a plan.
Don't do this to me, Kiki.
This group takes chances all the time. Now it's my turn. Trust me.
I am going to try, man, but I can't take any more tragedy this season.
Ashari were once allies to my kind, until they betrayed us, claiming nature for themselves. You would do the same.
Oh,
That's a lie.
maybe that's the lie she told herself.
Brimside, Umbrasil, Borigal. We're both fueled by ambition.
Wow, throwing their victories in their face, seeing it as like this xenophobic kind of attack. When at the end of the day, they were trying to destroy the world, but in retaliation for something, maybe even, I don't know. I don't really know the histories of Exandria or the dragons and all that, because like Percy said, they used to rule the world. Didn't they used to be the protectors of this land? God damn. Yo. Yo. Just changing shape on the fly like that. Dude, get your shit out of my fucking face. Oh no. Oh, God. We keep panning to her corpse. Why?
Hurry, Grog! No!
What a shame. Thought I could raise to a mother. It's only fitting he ends you as well.
Oh, thank Christ. I was holding out that it was just like we saw on her trial. I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. But I was waiting to see if this was about to happen. Oh, she's pulling her corpse down into... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Her roots are rotting.
My disease? No, you can't! Not again!
Oh, yo, Keyleth. That's what she was doing with the body. You can't escape it.
You cannot harm this body!
Looks like she just did.
Fuck yes. Wow. That's not that. Oh. Ah. Well, fuck. That went by a lot quicker than I thought. Percy.
I don't know how you did that, but you are legendary.
Disease is a part
No.
of nature, and you can control it if you find your anchor.
Oh.
Are you gonna kiss me or what? Oh, wait, one sec. Sorry.
Thank God that wasn't while they were kissing. It wouldn't have been the first time she's thrown up in someone's mouth.
So chunky.
Oh, so chunky. Damn, just like that. We took care of that quick. Oh, but she's not doing too well.
Matron, guide me.
Oh, is he gonna phone in a favor? Dude, I've had shit like that happen before. That sensation. Oh my God, dude. I absolutely.
Is it wrong?
To free my friend
Love.
from eternal torment.
We honor the transition from life to the after.
This is not what that is. That's a violation.
Tamper with death and you will know sorrow far worse. Even if you retrieve him, there will be a cost.
Then there is a way. Show me!
I don't know. I don't like the way she talked about that. This isn't natural. This isn't part of the cycle. I mean, sure, he got shot, but...
Raishan could place her soul into Thordak. Why can't we return Percy to his own body?
Yeah, but what happens if you defy the matron? She's a god.
Sometimes you should go against the wishes of your deity. After all, the gods didn't create us to blindly obey them.
Oh, she's got a
Percy's been
whole
gone
new
for a while.
necklace.
He could end up a zombie.
Even if we could,
Yeah.
his spirit
How long
has
is a
long
while,
departed
though?
this plane.
Actually, no. His soul is being held prisoner within Orthax.
A soul inside a demon? Where's the demon?
Oh, are we gonna have to fight Orthax again?
Cool. I need a drink.
Pickle, if you can restore his body, I can connect to Orthax.
Breaking Orthax's curse nearly killed Percy, and you're gonna do it without the matron's help?
She warned me that meddling with fate is dangerous, but that doesn't mean it's impossible.
Vax, if you don't return, if I lose Percy and you,
I would gladly give my soul for one day of your happiness.
Wow.
His body is as good as I can get it.
How close to normal is that then, though?
for luck.
Oh.
Orthax, I seek vengeance.
Against whom?
You bitch.
Against you.
Why have you come, Raven Champion? There is nothing for you here.
Oh.
Percival to
Whoa.
I demand
It's
his
all his victims.
Comes with me. They all do.
Yeah, fuck all y'all, though.
Percy, I'm coming!
This revival's gonna be way tougher without cash.
I'll help you.
Oh.
Perhaps you belong here too. A scared little boy. Forced into a pact with the matron. You must serve her every whim, or she'll punish you with a ghastly future.
Hold it down!
Come on, man, you got this.
No pact. Like Percy, here you could be free, unbound to her authority, for the matron's fate cannot be changed.
But it can certainly be bent.
His body's ready. But the spell won't last forever.
Vax! Vax, can you hear me? Hurry!
Percy, guide me.
Oh, look at him toiling away. He's falling in his thread. Oh, he's cursed to build the pepper box over and over again. His original one.
Who are you?
Oh.
A soul cannot be rescued from my domain, especially one who does not wish to leave.
Damn it, listen to me!
His shame fuels my forge. The roar of its fire cannot drown out his guilt.
Wow. His soul is that tormented.
This.
The fuck he does?
If you alter his fate's Raven Champion, you will never know happiness.
Snap out of it, Rolo! Come on!
This has to happen now!
This isn't how I wanted to do this. And gods know all this attention would appall you, but that day with you in Singorn, when you stood next to me and you allowed me to be part of something that you hold dearest, I was so proud. I hate that I was too afraid to admit it. You're fascinating and obstinate and the cleverest man I know. You have to find your way back to us, Percy. I love you, darling. My heart, it's yours.
Oh. Oh,
Vex'ahlia. Wait. Vax?
Back to the forge!
fuck you! Fuck off!
She loves you. And so do I.
Fuck!
No! No! This is my realm! You belong to me!
Not today, you son of a bitch.
Do it now!
You've got something there. Careful. I've only recently taken up breathing.
Yes! Wonderful. I can't believe it. Vax.
I'm here, Stubby. I'm okay.
No.
That's quite a relief.
No, it's gonna be a minute before you're okay, buddy, but you're here, you're back. God, oh my lord. Ooh, fuck.
Better, darling. You made it to the gate twice today.
At this rate, I'll be jogging by my 60th birthday.
As long as the other bits work, I don't mind.
No.
Thank you for everything. Oi, think you two could hobble back for dinner? Scanlan has some chickens on in the chateau.
I mean, what else is there to eat in there anyway? Oh.
I owe you my life, brother. I won't forget it.
I love that. Oh my.
She won't forget either.
Oh no. Well, I mean, again, like we said, if it wasn't this, he was doomed to pay that debt back some way, eventually.
Buddies?
Yes, Knife. I will do your bidding.
Oh shit.
Must kill. Look here,
You dingus. You had me going for a second.
Not a good joke, buddy.
Scanlan, got a song for the occasion?
Oh, yeah, I do. But you know, before
Kaylee's
that,
song?
I've been thinking, and well, our mission is over. And even though we really shouldn't have succeeded, we kind of did. But with all the treasure we found and the adventure we had, I've been looking for something else. I tried all the wrong ways to find it, but the right one found me. As corny as it sounds, I like myself better when I'm with Keyleth. She matters to me. And I think for the first time in my life, I matter to her.
But you matter to us too, Scanlan.
You guys are like family to me, but now I have a real family.
Oh.
And she's the best.
Wait.
I don't want to bring down the room. I just wanted to say that after dinner, we're heading out.
Where
Wow.
World tour sounds nice.
Okay, wow, this is awkward. I've been putting off my armamente, but it's time to become who I was meant to be.
Oh.
So
Everybody's kind of going back to their lives before Vox.
the voice of the Tempest may need a squire.
Oh.
Pretty fast at fetching water.
Yeah, let's
Well,
go.
I couldn't be happier for you. Just
Hey,
don't
you
often
gotta
get
go.
married or anything.
Hey,
And
right
for
back
not
at
Gilmore.
you.
Percy and I will join you in Whitestone.
Yes, you will.
Well, now, wait a minute. Does this
Wow,
mean we're breaking
this-
up?
Well, I'm not going anywhere.
This
And
is
if danger
sad.
pops up again, who do you think they're gonna call?
Ghostbusters?
Slayer's take?
The protectors of the realm, you doofus? We're still
Hey.
Vox Machina.
You will always be Vox Machina. Just sometimes you need a day off. You need a vacation, some downtime. When the world needs you, the beacons can be lit.
Moments like these when you really start to question it all.
Hmm.
Oh, I wanna say the right things,
Aw.
but I can't find the words. Don't ever wanna.
Aww.
I would let myself burn if it meant that I could save you.
Oh, that lyric right on that shot. Cruel.
I would circle the world
Oh, they're both singing.
for the stars, hoping that they'd lead me back to you. I would circle the world.
Hmm. Okay, here we go.
We are his sight. We are his voice. We are his touch. We are his heart. We are his blood.
Wow.
We are his blood.
There it is. The tail end of this, literally the last shot of the season is finally cutting back to that orb. I thought we'd have a little bit more of a lead into that, but like, I could have sworn, didn't Keeper Yenin say they had people guarding this thing? What happened to them? Where did they go? Did they all get eaten by it? I know, like, they had that little gag of like the one guy being like, oh, don't get too close. He's just, and he was just gone. Did that happen to everybody? This whole cult just kind of creeped in and took it over. That's gonna bite them in the ass. We got that flicker though of him coming through. He's on the horizon, setting that all the way back up back in season 1, man. I presume that's probably going to be like the big final thing. We got season 4 confirmed right around the corner. Well, not around the corner, but like coming whenever that does come our way to kind of dive into this. And I like that this feels like we settled this big thing, especially with the way the group has kind of all come together in these little units and healed in a lot of these really interesting ways. You know, a lot of these relationships, you know, like the walls that were keeping them separate have been torn down over the course of this season. And for the moment, in this moment of fucking victory, finally, we get a little bit of reprieve. The gang gets to be happy for a little bit, even if Vax defied fate, defied the matron to get Percy's soul back. And again, I call bullshit on that. His soul was tampered with to begin with. Come on, let's be a little lenient here. He wasn't meant to die like that. He wasn't meant to go into that gun. But I guess like from her point of view, he did get shot, so he was still meant to die. I get it, I guess. Whatever. I'll take any excuse to get one of our guys back, especially after everything we put ourselves through. But unfortunately, it's coming at a cost. Like she said, there was going to be a cost. There's going to be a drawback. There's dangers to defying fate, defying the natural circle of life and death, especially since that's his job to protect it. Unlike some of the other gods that we haven't really gotten to know in any kind of way, shape, or form, except for like the little glimpses here and there that we got with like Pike talking to the Everlight, which she's just kind of like, yeah, I'm good. At this point, completely transitioned to whatever that emblem was. I don't recognize that one, but like her outlook on life and death and all this is like, it's this thing to be protected. More than any of the other gods, I get the sense that the Matron of Ravens is genuinely neutral. Like there's no like misconceptions, no whatever, but they do take their job seriously. So I don't know. So either way, like we've been talking about for a while now, I feel like Vax was destined to eventually meet that fate, because even before he made this decision, and this may just be him foreseeing his own destiny, his own future, is the inevitability that he was going to make that choice. Maybe she even knew that and was trying to, you know, guide him against doing that, because as a fate touched, he should be able to bend and weave and manipulate that, and probably that's even why he was able to do what he did to begin with. So I don't know, but either way, that seems to have been something that was laid out before him regardless. And either it came from their deal or their arrangement that he was eventually doomed to that fate the moment he traded his life for Vex'ahlia's, then he does the same thing here or at least not does the same thing here, but he puts his life on the line to get Percy back, to bring him back into this fold. You know, even if it is a legitimate way of resurrection, it is circumventing the thing he's meant to protect. You know, the entire idea of resurrections kind of goes against the matron's thing. So no matter how it was done, I guess that could have been, if he aided in that, a slight against it, which is interesting to kind of think about. He's like eroding. It's like some kind of necrosis eating him away. And the fact that we dropped that line, I would burn myself to save you, or whatever it was during that line, Scanlan was sinking, and we cut to his wrist and that infection, that corruption that is spreading. And I'm wondering if that's directly related towards his defiance of the matron, or an after effect of dealing with Orthax. Like if that's an effect of Orthax's essence during their little conflict inside his domain, or if that's just like a backfire of disrupting the flow of life and death, like it bounced death back onto him. And then it just makes me wonder, how much time does he have? At the end of the day, the lesson we had from this season so far is to live in the moment. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. There was no guarantee they were going to get out of this to begin with. And now he's focusing on spending his time with Keyleth, being her squire, as everybody, now that the conclave is wiped out and they have no current obligations, and they got their own soul searching to do. They've got their own relationships to build. They've got their own lives to now make for one another, that they have time to do that. The world isn't about to end yet, but for the time being, we get a break for them to all look inward and focus on a lot of the growth that they've been having over the course of this in the last season. She's focusing on Aramente, finally getting back to that. Scanlan is focusing on his relationship with Kaylee. I was thinking for a second during his little speech he was going to confess his feelings for Pike. And we know that during the conversation with Pike and Kaylee, that she has those feelings too. So I wonder if that ate her up just a little bit as well once he started to leave, because there was that look of sadness there. But of course, everybody's just kind of going back to their groups in a way, except for the first time the twins are actually deviating. And they're in a spot where they can be away from each other. They can rely on someone else for once. They can connect with someone else for once. They're not afraid to have these walls down anymore where the other person was really picking up the slack and catching their back. The whole relationship with Vex and Percy has been beautifully executed all throughout these seasons. I mean, they like hinted a little lightly at it in season 1. It really started to show its face in season 2, and then here it just kind of built and culminated just nicely. The Vax and Keyleth thing, that's a day 1 thing as well. That gradually built over time, and I love that we finally made it over that hurdle and through these obstacles, and they can go their own ways and be with their partners and help them with their aims, like her being a noble, being a lady of Whitestone. Now she gets to go back to Whitestone with Percy. Vax is escorting her on her Aramente as she goes off. Scanlan is exploring himself, his connections to his blood family, despite having this found family. There's a whole different responsibility that comes with what he's dealing with now, and now that he's been able to at least heal that relationship, or not even heal it, salvage it completely would be the better term. He can actually start to nurture that and grow, and they're going off to do a world tour together, which is just beautiful. That just leaves Pike and Grog on their own again, going off to do whatever they're going to do, which is just wonderful. It's just, But like the Avengers, like when a world threat collapses, they're not always the Avengers, you know? They're not always the Justice League. They are only there when they are needed. So when the world is at threat yet again and the world needs Vox Machina, all they need to do is light the beacons, sound the sirens, give them their notice, and call in the gang. Vox Machina, assemble! And they will be here to help kick some ass. Despite all that, though, it is still bittersweet seeing them go their separate ways to break up this unit. It does get that. So there is always that fear that, well, what if there isn't another thing? Like, what will bring us together? Are we going to have a designated reunion every year? How are we going to stay in touch? Like, there's a lot of those questions get up in the air, but like, all that comes with a sense of selfishness of wanting to hang on to where you are currently than to explore the unknown and the new and the next. And that's where we're at right now. And yeah, dude, I'm honestly, again, kind of coming back to it. I mentioned it in the reaction. I am surprised we took out Raishan that fast. I thought that was going to be a huge ordeal. But Keyleth just went in there full bore and just handled that all on her own, really. I mean, the gang got in there a little bit until they got kicked out of the arena. And then Keyleth just stood her ground. And then they had that little moment where they tried to fake us out, but I was like, there's no way. There's one, it's a little too unceremonious, and it just looks a little too similar to what we saw when she was doing her training. And lo and behold, Vax was like, oh no, because he didn't know what he saw. He thought he just got her turned to stone and petrified and evaporated, you know? And then she came out fucking thundering out of the earth, and she roped fucking Raishan's decrepit, diseased corpse into the soil, used her roots to absorb the infection, and funnel it back into Raishan in her new body, and just flooding her with the disease yet again. It just started to erode her even further. And yeah, it shut her down. Keyleth got the kill. It is a little messy, again, like, I don't know the full histories of Exandria and the dragons, the Ashari and all this kind of stuff, but I do recall, like, back in the day when the gods were all kind of doing their things, that the dragons were kind of like, you know, in charge of protecting the lands and all this kind of stuff, and obviously the balance of power and the things after the calamity just kind of all shifted. So I can't remember what exactly happened, but from Raishan's point of view, and again, as the deceiver, I think this is a lie she's told herself, that the Ashari just want nature to themselves. We used to be the protectors of this land, but they couldn't have that anymore. But I feel like there's some muddying of the waters there, but I would really like to like explore that a little bit, or if there is any deeper lore on that kind of part of the story of the world's history, because I'm just wondering what exactly did kind of go down there. Because I don't remember what exactly led to the dragon's downfall, like why there's so few of them left in the world, and that this conclave needed to feel the need to exist to kind of rise back into power. I don't remember any of that. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of interesting to focus in on. But just like with season one, it's almost like the exact mirror of that, where the first bit of the finale was dealing with Silas and Delilah, but then once that's taken care of, we gotta fight Orthax. So just like with season one, we took Delilah out of the picture just before she could resurrect the Whispered One or complete her ritual. The whole back half of that turned into saving Percy from Orthax, and yet again, we are back in the same position. We took out Raishan, and now it's saving Percy from Orthax. I thought that was kind of interesting. Different scenarios, obviously, but it felt like a repeat of that. And I think that was purposeful, especially since we're tying it back into these things were also set up in season one. Actually, just bringing a lot of things full circle in this episode. You know, if there wasn't another arc, this could feel like a finale in a way, like, because everybody's kind of going their separate ways. Obviously, Vax is dealing with his thing, and that's something that's going to come sometime down the road. And just like the growth of Percy and Vax, and especially on his quest to, you know, fix this for his sister, to make her happy again, to bring, you know, their teammate back. And it's become more than that. Like, after all of this, after he put all of his baggage aside, his fear, his guilt, and all this other stuff, he did start to see Percy as a brother. And when he said those words, God, that got me right in the heart. When he called him brother, when he reached out to him, and the fact that they both are calling each other brother now, just brings me so much fucking joy. I was worried that Vax wasn't going to come back from this. Like, with her giving him the feather and sending him in there, and him talking about he'd happily give himself for her to be happy for one more day, or whatever the line was. I was gearing up, especially after the conversation there and the conversation with the matron. I thought maybe he was going to make the trade himself. It did come with a cost, but not that. He gets to at least have some semblance of happiness for the time being, which has been his whole point to begin with either way. Even if this is on the horizon, he's not worried about that right now. He's focused on the here and the now, making his sister happy, bringing Percy back, and spending time with Keyleth while he can. Because everything that was holding him back the entirety of this, ever since he touched the matron, ever since he made that deal, that arrangement, he's been afraid of tomorrow. He's been afraid of the future. He's been afraid of making a choice, making a stance, making a commitment. You know, he's been worried about what's around every corner and completely forgoing everything in the moment. And he's overcome that. So even if there is an ill end around the corner, we can be happy that right now he's happy, you know? Does that make sense? Like, it's bittersweet all the same, but that's the beauty, I think, of life itself, is to treasure what you have while you have it. And even if his time is limited because of this, and seemingly so, at least he got to extend the time that they all have. So there is a trade-off. There is this lovely little kind of exclamation point there at the end, asterisk, if you will. I don't know. I just enjoyed that so much. But this season has been fantastic. These 3 seasons have been some of the best fantasy storytelling I've experienced, and the animation, the action, the humor, and just all of it. These characters have, since season 1 to now, become some of my favorite fictional characters of all time. I mean, this show is one of my top 10 shows of all time, not just animation, but anything. I love this. I love it to death. And I know it's different from the actual campaign, and I'm still trying to work my way through the original campaign, but my God, there's so much of it. My God, it is difficult, especially when you're as busy as I am, to make any kind of progress trying to catch up on any of this. Either way, I get to see this adapted, and you know, it's taken its own spins, its own roots and stuff like that. So when I get there eventually, it'll be fun to see how things eventually compare. But guys, I'm excited either way. I can't wait to see what comes next. We got season 4 confirmed. No release date yet. I presume it'll probably be on a similar schedule as we've had with the previous seasons. But, you know, we're finally going to be facing off, I presume, this time around, since there's no other threads left open, the Whispered One. Finally, dealing with that stupid orb. I can't wait. I don't know if they've said like how many seasons they plan on stretching this out to. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that the Whispered One thing is the final big arc, but I don't know if there's anything between the Conclave and that, to be fair. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out, guys, but I want to know what you all thought. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. I've been rambling this entire time. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, York Korskov, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Sam Moyer. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.